I've probably owned about 12 Volkswagens of all different types. I'd always wanted a Vanagon, and so 15 years ago, I went to Colorado Springs and looked at it and thought, oh, it's great. The canvas is great. The stove is clean. Everything in it is really nice. So it didn't look like anybody had ever camped in it, so I camped in it. I wanted to do the eastern part of Route 66, so I drove to Chicago and drove back, and it was, what a trip that was. Then a friend of mine had to go to South Carolina, and so I took her down there, and we went to Fort Sumter, the first battle of the Civil War, and got to fold the giant flag they had there with about 40 other people around this big flag and folding the appropriate way that you'd fold a flag. Before I got married, I drove my brand new Beetle to Alaska over the road before it was paved, and broke the windshield and dented the hood all up with rocks flying, and I had just gotten it. I brought it back to the dealer and I said, I need a new hood and I need a new windshield. And he said, where have you been? And I said, I drove it to Alaska, and we camped just with a tent and our little Coleman stove, and we could fit all the camping gear in the Beetle, and it was really fun. And so I just really liked Volkswagen. I'm going to a senior residence in Sonoma, California, close to my son, and he would just feel better if I were closer to him now. I don't have any family here. This van, I have so many great memories that giving it up is going to be really hard to do.
All right, guys, we've got the van back at the house now, getting ready to start the detail. You can see it's cosmetically in kind of rough shape. We've got a lot of rust. We've got crow's feet, some boo-boos from fender benders all over the van, but it was so cool to meet Jeff and hear her stories about having dozens of VWs over her long and adventurous life. So I'm really excited to help her out with this detail. So we're gonna do an exterior wash. We're gonna take care of some polishing residue on the other side from someone trying to remove some scratches. And then we're gonna do just a simple interior vacuum and wipe down. And then once we wrap up the detail, I'm gonna go get some photos for their listing to help them sell it. You heard from Jeff, she's moving to Southern California shortly. They're trying to get this sold within the next couple weeks. So I'm gonna try and wrap up my part today. And yeah, let's get started on the detail. The VW Vanagon, aka T3, is the third generation of the iconic VW bus. This one is an 87 and includes updates like rack and pinion steering and a 2100cc water-cooled engine mounted in the rear and driving the rear wheels. This drivetrain configuration means no drive shaft in the passenger compartment, and 68% of the road space occupied by the Vanagon is usable interior space. It also means the shifter linkage and the throw of the shifter must span a great distance. This is the camper version, outfitted post-assembly with the convertible sleeper, wiring and plumbing, cabinetry, and kitchen from Westphalia. Driving it around town, the visibility is excellent and the cab-over design is friendly and novel. Aerodynamic redesigns allowed the Vanagon to achieve a drag coefficient of 0.44, on par with sedans of the period. And Volkswagen notes that the ventilation system changes the air in the front compartment every 18 seconds at highway speeds of 55 miles per hour. Really, this van desperately needs like love, more love than I'm giving it today. Like, it needs to be clayed and polished, probably. But this is gonna make a big difference. All right, so I'm behind the camera. Here's this polishing residue. That was the main thing that Jeff brought up. So you can maybe see as I'm scratching it with my nail, it's a powder and it's coming off. You can see right there. Camera's getting hot. Hopefully it doesn't die. But I'm gonna try least aggressive method first. Just go right back in with our same soap and towel and just see if I can just scrub it off. Yeah, that's gonna work. Just a little direct pressure. You know, I'm probably not going back in and polishing this. You can see we're just left with the missing paint. We got that transfer off for the most part, and we got the polishing residue off. So probably gonna call that good. The turning radius wall to wall is shortened to 34.5 feet, similar to that of the Rabbit. The windshield is 21% larger and there is 22% more side window glass area. The rear window is 50% larger than the previous generation. I found this single paper towel crusted onto the interior of this cabinet by dish soap, and I scraped it off before wiping it away. Volkswagen also tested the Vanagon at Airlessen, the 11-mile test track north of its Wolfsburg facility. With a long banked corner leading into a 5.4-mile straight, it's one of the premier places on Earth to test a vehicle's VMAX, as well as a winter testing in Sweden and a summer in the Sahara. The throw of the shifter is incredible. The longest that there has ever been. All right, Jeff mentioned it's difficult to get into first gear. I would agree. Like I said, sad to see it go. God, it's starting to rain now, which is truly unfortunate. It looks like it's coming from the side of town that I'm headed to. We still got to take some photos and get my beauty shots, B-roll of the finished van, and then I need to ride my bicycle back home. But that's not your problem. You know, I'll figure it out. Don't worry about me. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the detail. I think there's only so much you can do with an older van like this, but woo! Stayed in second over the speed bump. There's only so much you can do with an old van like this. Lipstick on a pig and all that, but I think we certainly improved it, and I think the tire shine and the trim dressing make a huge difference. We've got some wax on it. We did interior vacuum. We did the windows, wiped down the whole interior. So I think Jeff and whoever buys it is going to benefit from the detail. It's much nicer than when I got it. So in terms of the driving experience, this is, I think, only the second Vanagon that I've ever driven. I've been around them more than I've driven them, and the only one that I've actually driven is Johnny Bushman from Eurobus is in Buena Vista, and that bus is named Cocor, and it's like a decapitated cabriolet van. So open air experience, not quite as original as this one. So 135,000 miles. Jeff told us that she's had like a dozen VWs. Super cool to hear her ownership story. And there's first. And she's clearly sad to see this one go, just like I am. So yeah, you know, I wish she could keep it. I wish I could keep it. Got a radio. It's got everything you need. There's literally a kitchen in here. Parking brake's been on this whole time. That should help with acceleration. People definitely wave and they like it. These are great classic